last week and will tee it up for the first time as a 5A team this Friday night. I'm David Wallace. Every team joins the party this week, though a few, with one game under their belts, have a bye. We have a few blockbusters to keep an eye on. Number 4 visiting number 3 in 7A, Boonville at Conway, and a 5A, 6A crossover, Camden Fairview at El Dorado. But don't worry, we'll get to your team too. You know why? Because we've got all the picks over the next half hour. Stay right there. The America's Car Mart Football Report starts now. Well, the season is picking up steam, and we're here for all of it. I'm joined again by Barry Grooms, the undisputed sage of Arkansas high school football, and we're backed by an entire team of dedicated pros from Hootens.com, including producer Bates Yoakum and executive producer Thomas Thrash. Let's get it going with a rundown of the Hootens.com 7A ranking. Right at the top, the 1-0 Fayetteville Purple Dogs after dominating at Cabot last week. Number 2, Bryant beat Benton by 10 in the Salt Bowl. Conway eased past Jonesboro with a good second half. The Wampus Cats check in at number 3. Then you have Bentonville at 4, followed by number 5, Pulaski Academy. Bottom 5 begins with Cabot. Bentonville West is number 7. West gave up 70 points last week to Greenwood. Little Rock Christian had a good defensive effort at El Dorado. Warriors are 1-0 and ranked number 8. Rogers at number 9, and North Little Rock checking in at number 10. Let's start out with picks from games involving members of the 7A West, and this first one is the game of the week in Class 7A. Number 4, Bentonville at number 3, Conway. Barry will tell us a little bit of detail on this one coming up, but the pick, Conway at home. Cabot is a road favorite at Bentonville West. Hootens.com likes Rogers Heritage to defend its home turf against Carl Junction out of Missouri. Other games involving members of the West, Springdale Harbor, a home favorite over Farmington. Hootens.com thinks Sportsmouth Northside will be an underdog at Class 6A Greenwood. Greenwood is the number 1 team in that classification. Rogers is a road favorite out of state at Holland Hall, Oklahoma. And Springdale traveling to Van Buren, another 6A team, another road favorite. Games involving members of the 7A Central, number 5, Pulaski Academy, again playing in 7A for the first time this year. A road favorite out of state is Madison Ridgeland Academy in Mississippi. Number 2, Bryant should make it 2-0. The Hornets are also going out of state to Memphis Christian Brothers and are favorite. Little Rock Southwest is an underdog at Lake Hamilton, and 6A's number 2 team, Shiloh Christian, travels to Little Rock Christian. The smaller division school is favored. Shiloh Christian gets the nod there. Barry, what do you want to tell us about in Class 7A?
David, it's that Bentonville-Conway game. This matchup has a December feel to it. Both teams loaded with playmakers. Conway had 469 yards of offense last week in a 21-point win over Jonesboro. Meanwhile, Bentonville dropped its home opener to a tough Tulsa Union team that could be playing in December for a state championship in Oklahoma. Coach Jody Grant saw lots of things he liked in that game, including Chris Ficklin at running back. He had 116 yards. This one's going to be a very tight game. Hootens.com thinks Conway just finds a way to win.
All right, Barry, let's head to Class 6A now and run down the Hootens.com rankings. Number 1, the defending champion Greenwood Bulldogs after dominating Bentonville West a week ago. Benton lost by 10 at the Salt Bowl, but had a late lead, and the Panthers hang on at number 2. Then you have Shiloh Christian 3rd. Fort Smith Southside is 4th after the Mavericks rallied past Fort Smith Northside in the first week. Marion is at number 5. Jonesboro, the number 6 team this week, played well in a loss to Conway. Mountain Home is 7th. El Dorado 8th. The Wildcats led Class 7A's Little Rock Christian in the second half, but lost by a touchdown in week 0. Little Rock Catholic is 9th. And Sheridan, playing, of course, under Kevin Kelly now, are the number 10 team and the talk of 6A after hanging 44 points on Whitehall a week ago. We picked 15 of 16 correct a week ago, so let's keep it going. Fifth-ranked Marion welcomes a team from Class 5A, but a pretty good one, Harding Academy. This is the first meeting between these two schools. Actually, first regular season game against a 6A team for Harding Academy. Hootens.com going with the Wildcats on the road. Bologna, another road favorite at Sylvan Hills. Hootens.com picking Joe T. Robinson, another team traveling this week, as the Senators go up to Jonesboro and are favored. El Dorado, the number 8 team in 6A, welcomes Camden Fairview. Pretty good game here. El Dorado 8-2 in its past 10 meetings against Fairview. Hootens.com is picking El Dorado at home. Little Rock Catholic travels out of state to Frisco, Texas to face Nolan Catholic. This you could call the Catholic Bowl, but Hootens.com taking the home team, and the Rockets are the underdog there. 10th-ranked Sheridan got a blowout win in Week 0 and traveled to Hot Springs Lakeside of Class 5A this week. The Yellow Jackets are favored to make it 2-0. In games involving members of the 6A West, number 7 Mountain home at Harrison from Class 5A. Hootens.com going with the Bombers on the road. Greenville is a home favorite over Russellville, a game to be played Thursday night. It may have already been played by the time you hear this. But Siloam Springs is a favorite over Malvern. So that's Class 6A. Barry?
Mountain home Harrison game sticks out, David. Harrison last week played Branson, Missouri, led 7-3 in the first half when the game was called because of lightning. The Goblins have had their way in the series with Mountain home, but Mountain home won last year in a shootout. Could be a similar situation. And speaking of shootouts, it may be the first team to 70 in Garland County when Sheridan visits Lakeside. Sheridan put up 44 points in the first half against Whitehall last week. Lakeside won 2 of the biggest 7-on-7 tournaments in the summer, so expect 500 yards of offense for both teams in this game.
There's the gun. That's the end of the first quarter. We're back with Class 5A after this.
I'm David Wallace for America's Car Mart. It's game day in Arkansas. Well, it's always game day at America's Car Mart. For more than 40 years, Car Mart has helped hardworking Americans get into quality used vehicles. Car Mart works hard to ensure customers drive away happy. They give customers peace of mind by keeping them on the road and helping them succeed. That's why Car Mart was named to Newsweek's list America's Most Trustworthy Companies for 2023. Car Mart, in your town or community near you, a proud sponsor of Arkansas high school football.
Not all college ends with a bachelor's degree. There are shorter-term programs that help students get to work in a profession they love. Best of all, Arkansas needs qualified workers in these high-demand fields: healthcare, industry manufacturing, and information technology. There are scholarships such as Arkansas Workforce Challenge and Our Future that will help pay for classes.
Go beyond your field of study and get a world-class education in leadership. As an Army officer, you'll work side by side with peers who support your growth. And you'll become a role model, mentor, and decision maker in any environment, at any scale. It's a challenging path, but along the way you'll sharpen your skills and show yourself and those around you exactly what you're capable of. Decide to lead at goarmy.com/officer.
Cowboy Chevrolet GMC is Panther Nation's hometown dealer. Cowboy Chevrolet GMC offers hassle-free services. They offer more than just sales. Their dealership is equipped to provide their customers top-notch service, repairs, financing options, and get the most for your trade. The sales team at Cowboy Chevrolet GMC is ready to show you some cowboy courtesy and help you cheer on the Panthers in a new car, truck, or SUV. Stop by the dealership or visit their website, cowboychevroletgmc.com.
We only get one life, and at Baptist Health, we want yours to be the best. Because life isn't just about living, but living well. And we'll be here with all our best for every step of your journey.
It's the best that it has been in a long time. I'm living my best life. Yeah, living my best.
Baptist Health. For you, for life.
You are listening to the America's Car Mart Football Report. We're back with you, David Wallace, in the America's Car Mart studios. And we're up to Class 5A now, where the top 10 on Hootens.com remained the same from a week ago. Led by number 1 Little Rock Parkview, the Patriots impressive in a win at Melissa, Texas. Harding Academy has yet to play. The Wildcats are second. Joe T. Robinson played well in a loss at Pulaski Academy. The Senators are number 3. Greenbrier is 4th, and Pine Bluff, which gave up only 14 points last week but lost at Millwood, Texas, is number 5. Valley View 6, Maumelle 7. The Hornets beat Sylvan Hills 36-zip last week. Searcy is 1-0 and number 8. Hot Springs Lakeside also unbeaten at number 9. Camden Fairview, after scoring 2 late TDs last week to beat Arkadelphia, checks in at number 10. Newton.com 85% correct in Class 5A last week. Let's look at this week's picks. Number 6, Valley View welcomes number 8, Searcy. This is the Hootens.com game of the week. Barry will give us some details in a moment. I'll give you the pick. It's the Blazers of Valley View. Number 1, Little Rock Parkview traveling to 7th-ranked Maumelle. Hootens.com picking the Patriots of Parkview. Number 5, Pine Bluff will welcome Kimball of Texas. This game has been moved to Saturday at Simmons Bank Stadium at UAPB. Hootens.com picking the visitors from Texas. Whitehall traveling to Warren of Class 4A, and Warren is the pick there. Nettleton, a road favorite at BB. Jacksonville welcomes Lone Oak, another Class 4A team, but Hootens.com likes the lower division team, the Jackrabbits, to get that win. Watson Chapel is a road underdog, visiting another 4A team, Crossit. Now to games involving members of the 5A East. Wynn, trying to bounce back from an opening week loss, is favored at home over Forest City out of Class 4A. Batesville is a road underdog at Class 3A Newport. Greene County Tech, a road favorite at Pocahontas, another 4A team. And Paragould, traveling out of state to Kennett, Missouri, also gets the nod as the favorite there. All right, Barry, before we go any farther, how about some detail on those?
You just mentioned Newport, Batesville. Batesville played well last week at Searcy, but lost that game. Newport loaded with skill players. Keandre Barker had 93 yards rushing last week. Amani Wren returned to kickoff 75 yards for a touchdown. Newport probably has too much talent. Wynn at Forest City also sticks out. These are former conference foes. Wynn has picked up victories in 16 of the past 20 meetings between these teams. The game of the week is Searcy at Valley View. Both teams impressive in victory last week. Searcy ran the ball well with Curtis Goodrich and Ricky Love. Valley View forced 5 turnovers last week at Poplar Bluff, Missouri. I think that Valley View defense will be tough this week.
Let's go to the rest of Class 5A now, Barry. Hot Springs travels to Arkadelphia. Pretty good 4A team. Hootens.com, though, likes the Trojans on the road. Morrilton is a home favorite over Arkansas High, otherwise known as Texarkana High School. Hope entertains Nashville, a Class 4A team, and Nashville is the favorite. The Queen is the pick at Horatio. Queen looking for its first win since week 2 of 2021. And the only game we haven't picked among members of the 5A West is Pea Ridge going to Gentry, a Class 4A team. Hootens.com likes Gentry at home. Gary?
David, last week, Gentry rolled up a 3-point victory over a tough Stillwell, Oklahoma team. Bennett Roberts, a senior, played very well for the team. Led them with 13 tackles, had 110 yards of offense.
Class 4A is next on the America's Car-Mart Football Report.
I'm David Wallace for America's Car-Mart. Who's feeling the football spirit? America's Car-Mart proudly sponsors Arkansas high school football. Like our hardworking football players, the team at Car-Mart works hard to keep you on the road. Car-Mart knows that buying a vehicle is a big decision. That's why they take selling you a vehicle very seriously. When you shop at Car-Mart, they're there for you through the good times and the bad times until you drive away with the title to your vehicle. Save time at the dealership and start your car buying journey online at car-mart.com. America's Car-Mart, keeping you on the road.
Going to college may not look the same as it has before, but you have the power to move forward. There are over 1,000 hands-on or online programs in Arkansas designed to put you to work, and they qualify for state scholarships and grants. Healthcare, education, computer technology, industry technology, and more. Take your next step forward. Visit explorearcareers.com with instructions.
Why do tacos get their own day of the week? Is it because Mondays are so rough, we need a Tuesday filled with beefy tortillas shared with good friends? If so, why don't we have Wellington Wednesdays, Stroganoff Saturdays, and heck, Meatball Mondays? Then, Mondays would just be another reason to enjoy our favorite beef with our favorite people. Together, we bring more. Beef. It's what's for dinner. Funded by beef farmers and ranchers.
Courtesy of Beef. It's whatsfordinner.com.
Hungry on your way to the game? Satisfy that craving at Colton's. Throw those peanut shells in a bucket, grab a hot roll and butter. Then enjoy one of our hand-cut steaks or any of our mouth-watering entrees in a relaxed, casual dining atmosphere. With 14 convenient locations across the state, you're sure to find a Colton's near your Friday night football destination.
Hey, Alexia, what are you doing?
I'm just getting all my school supplies together since they wouldn't let me graduate last year.
Now that you mention it, I need to get the Jammin' Jeep some new tires before taking it on the road to Panther football games.
Well, Billy, I'm glad you mentioned that because my papa and daddy can fix that right away at Bartlett Tire Center.
You know, Alexia, I'm headed that way right now.
Just make sure you call 362-8215 for your appointment today.
And by thanking everyone from Heber Springs and Clinton for coming out tonight. Now we would like to welcome to the field representatives from both schools. From Clinton, Superintendent Jay Chalk, and from Heber Springs, Superintendent Scott Jennings. We would also like to welcome special guests Jason, Sarah, Jaylee, and Halen Wooten from Devon's Donors Foundation, along with Kara Moorhead and Allie Sugg. While Battle of the Little Band is a fierce rivalry between Heber Springs and Clinton on the field, it's what we do off the field that really makes a difference. This all started 5 years ago when one of Clinton's own, Devin Wooten, was battling brain cancer. Both communities came together to raise money for Devin and raised over $10,000. Devin lost his battle to brain cancer, but his legacy of bravery lives on today in the spirit of everyone he has inspired. We chose to carry on this tradition of helping fight childhood cancer in Devon's honor by coming together and collecting money. Tonight we would like to present not only one, but two checks. Devon's Donors Foundation Incorporated was started in memory of Devin Wooten. The foundation works to provide scholarships as well as help other children who are battling cancer. Tonight, we did an EMS up here to the homestand. Sorry to interrupt. Right below the press box, please.
Don't come in the back gate.
He said tell him to come in the back gate.
Even if you come in the back gate, it'll make it a lot easier for you. Emergency service, come in the back gate. Okay, tonight we would like to present the Devon's Donors Foundation with a check for $1,000. This money will go towards a $500 scholarship for a Clinton High School senior and another $500 scholarship for a Heber Springs High School senior. Accepting the check tonight for the Devon's Donors Foundation is the Wooten family. Our second check tonight will go to Fight Like a Kid. Fight Like a Kid is a local organization that works with the Make-A-Wish Foundation to grant a wish to a Greers Ferry Lake area child battling childhood cancer. This is the 4th year Clinton and Heber Springs have come together to raise money for Fight Like a Kid, raising over $50,000 over the past 5 years. We have been blessed by a very generous donation made by an anonymous veteran that donated $50,000 to help reach our goal. Tonight, we would like to present a check to Fight Like a Kid in the amount of $60,000. Accepting the check tonight for Fight Like a Kid is Allie Sugg and Fight Like a Kid founder Kara Moorhead. Thank you to both schools and communities for their generous support. Without possible. Now we would like to take a moment to honor a woman that has been an inspiration to many in both Heber Springs and Clinton, Bahar Pruitt. Bahar has served as a communications director and educator in the Heber Springs School District. In her capacity as a communications director, she was an active participant in the Battle of the Little Red. Beyond that, Bahar is a wife, mother, lover of all things Disney, and a light in her community who is actively battling colon cancer. We will be sending a check in the amount of $2,000 to the Pruitt family. The Bahar and the Pruitt family, we are praying for you. And before we take the field, let's find out the totals from our Battle of the Little Red Community Impact Competition. This week, both communities have been battling to collect non-perishable food items for the backpack program and diapers and wipes for the call. All items raised stay in the community. Well, at the end of the day, both communities are winning for the amount of good that is done here this week. Let's see who's taking home the Battle of the Little Red Community Impact banner. Heber Springs came in with their total items collected of 22,939. Clinton's total items collected, 63,541. The winner of the Battle of the Little Red Community Impact Competition is Clinton. Congratulations. A huge thank you to both communities for the outpouring of support. Thank you all for all that you do.
Oh, yes, you're right. You're 100% right. I'm going to take it. You have something good. That's right, guys.
1-362-0219. See you at Cowboy.
Hey, this is Wade from F.L. Davis. Think of F.L. Davis Ace Home Center when you have a project you need to complete. F.L. Davis has been Cleburne County's local hardware store since 1960. The staff at F.L.'s can get you the right supplies you need for any size project you have planned. F.L.'s also offers a variety of home furnishings and gifts. Shop F.L. Davis for lumber, electrical, plumbing, home goods, and so much more. Make your local F.L. Davis Ace your first stop shop for all your home and building needs. Located in Greers Ferry, Heber Springs, and Sherwood.
We don't say it enough, but we're sure glad you take the time to tune in to the America's Car-Mart Football Report every week. We are rolling through the picks now and looking at Class 3A now. Here are your rankings on Hooters.com. Number 1, the Prescott Curly Wolves. Prescott manhandled Class 4A CrossFit last week. Boonville is number 2. The defending champs beat Oklahoma Power Photo a week ago. Rivercrest is 3rd. Then you have Walnut Ridge at 4. Charleston, which hasn't played this year and opens its season this week at Costco, is number 5. McGee Owls are 6th. Newport is 7th, and the Greyhounds looked very talented last week at March 3. Osceola 8th. Salem is 9th after a nice win at Pocahontas. And Bismarck is number 10. All right, we'll start in West Arkansas and work our way eastward. Lavaca at home is a favorite over Paris. Cedarville, a road pick at Mountainburg. Number 1, Prescott plays at 9th-ranked Salem. Hooters.com picked Prescott before that game was played on Thursday night. You may be hearing this after the fact. Conway Christian going to Quitman, and Christian is favored there. Episcopal travels to Bearden, a Class 2A team, and Bearden is favored at home. Manila at home is an underdog to another 2A team, Mark Tree. Perryville is a road favorite at Hector. Hooters.com is picking Fordyce at Magnet Cove. Danville, another road favorite at Johnson County Westside. Cutter Morning Star making its return to 11-man football goes to Poen of Class 2A. Hooters.com likes the Indians at home. Two Rivers is a road underdog at Baptist Prep, another 2A team. Hootens.com likes 10th ranked Bismarck traveling to Mineral Springs. Harmony Grove, Washita County is the favorite at Rison. Hootens.com is picking Falcon home over Murfreesboro. Parker's Chapel, a road underdog at Gurdon of Class 2A. Barton is the pick at Clarendon. Drew Central, playing down to Class 2A England at England, is the underdog in that one. Palestine Wheatley at home against another 2A team, Cross County, is also the underdog. Hootens.com going with Cross County. All right, Barry, let's get to Class 2A now in the Hootens.com rankings. Junction City in a familiar spot at number 1, followed by Carlisle at 2. Conway Christian is 3. Mineral Springs yet to play, but the Hornets check in at number 4. Bigelow is 5, and then your bottom 5 are Murfreesboro at 6, Mark 3. Ross County, Hector, and East Poinsett County 7 through 10. Hootens.com got 87% of our picks in 2A correct last week. Only a few games remaining to pick. Those 2A teams are playing 3A teams this week, but we have a few left. Number 2, Carlisle, welcoming number 1, Junction City. You probably guess that's the Class 2A game of the week. Hootens.com is picking Carlisle. Some might consider that a mild upset. Des Arc at Hazen. This is a rivalry game and usually close. Hootens.com picking Des Arc. Mount Ida is a home favorite over Spring Hill. Hampton going to Foreman. Hootens.com picks Hampton there. And in a battle of winless teams, Dirk's at home, a favorite over Mountain Pine. Well, for the first time this year, we've got a number 1 and number 2 matchup. Barry, how about that Carlisle and Junction City tilt?
David, Junction City lost by 10 last week to Washita County Harmony Grove. The Dragons fell behind 22-0 in that game, but rallied behind quarterback Callan Owens and Dominic Grimes out at receiver. Carlisle had a slow start against Drew Central, but pulled away for a 32-point victory. The Bison started freshman quarterback. His name is Ty Tanksley. He had 173 yards and 2 touchdowns in his varsity debut.
I'm David Wallace for America's Car Mart. Are you ready for game time with America's Car Mart? Just like in football, getting pre-qualified for your vehicle financing is like making a game-winning play before even stepping onto the field. CarMart's easy online pre-qualification process is as fast as a touchdown sprint. Go to car-mart.com, fill out the secure form, and you'll know the amount you qualify for in minutes with no impact to your credit score. When you get pre-qualified, you'll own the game and save time at the dealership. So get ready to score big and make your car buying experience a total touchdown with America's Car Mart.
Going to college may not look the same as it has before, but you have the power to move forward. There are over 1,000 hands-on or online programs in Arkansas designed to put you to work, and they qualify for state scholarships and grants. Healthcare, education, computer technology, industry technology, and more. Take your next step forward. Visit explorearcareers.com with instructions.
Okay, I gotta pick up some beef for the cookout. Now what's good?
Let Tony make the call.
Tony Romo? What are you doing in a butcher shop?
Yeah, just something I picked up in the off-season. What's up?
I'm on my way to a barbecue. What should I bring?
Steaks, hamburgers, brisket.
Are those my choices?
That's your order. Beef is the best way to make your cookouts extraordinary this summer.
Thanks, Tony.
Another satisfied customer. All right, who's next? Beef. It's what's for dinner. Funded by beef farmers and ranchers.
Courtesy of Beef, it's what'sfordinner.com.
Hungry on your way to the game? Satisfy that craving at Colton's. Throw those peanut shells in a bucket, grab a hot roll and butter. Then enjoy one of our hand-cut steaks or any of our mouth-watering entrees in a relaxed, casual dining atmosphere. With 14 convenient locations across the state, you're sure to find a Colton's near your Friday night football destination.
First Arkansas Bank and Trust invites you to experience Cube Banking. With Cube, account holders can cash a check down to the penny, make a deposit, pay a loan, and interact with a live local FAB&T account representative during extended banking hours. Think of Cube as half ATM, half teller. Complete banking. The Cube hours are Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Visit any First Arkansas Bank and Trust branch to bank outside the box with Cube. Member FDIC.
Heber Springs is home. Home for Panthers football and home to us, the agents of Cry Like Brock Real Estate. When you're ready to buy your home, Turn to an experienced local agent to be your guide. We handle real estate transactions every day, and we can help you navigate the home buying process with confidence. Try like Brock Real Estate. Find your perfect home at brockre.com.
Hey, glad you joined us for the America's Car-Mart Football Report. We'll run it back a week from right now, but before then, you can get your football fix at Hootens.com. On game night, be sure to keep up with scores in real time on the high school scoreboard, powered by First Security and only at Hootens.com. Also on the site, a video feature on Bismarck quarterback safety Ben Keithley, First Community Bank Scholar Athlete of the Week. Don't forget to come back here next week at the same time for the America's Car-Mart Football Report. I'm David Wallace. For Barry Grooms, we'll see you at the stadium.
Does your pain stop you from living your life? Go see the great staff at Ivy Physical Therapy on South 7th Street in Heber Springs. They provide a variety of treatments to improve the quality of your life, including strength and balance training, pain reduction, and improving neuropathy. They also have a 24-hour gym available free to active patients or for membership to the public. Choose Ivy Physical Therapy for your physical and speech therapy services. Ivy Physical Therapy proudly supports all of the Lake area community.
Hi, this is Spence at Reed Hutchins Pharmacy in downtown Heber Springs. Do you or a loved one need help managing medications? We have a safe and convenient medication packaging solution that can help. Our compliance packaging eliminates the need to create your own pill box, has detachable individual packs, and is color-coded. We also offer convenient drive-through and home or work delivery. We strive to provide comfort and safety in fulfilling your pharmacy needs. Stop by or give us a call at 501-270-8888.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Clinton Jim Tumlinson Field. It is week number 2, and we welcome you to Panther Talk with Caleb Carmichael, presented by First Arkansas Bank and Trust. Pottsville last week. Let's put that to bed. After you go back and look at the film, what did you take away from the game last week with Pottsville?
I thought we played really hard. Obviously there's a lot of things that we've had to clean up this week, but the fact that we played hard and we didn't quit, you can work with that. And all the mistakes that we made were very fixable. Had a great week of practice, and what a great time to play a game like this after a tough loss, because it's easy to flush it behind you because of the magnitude of this one. But definitely some things that we can build off of from last week.
I know that you've heard this term for so many years, and I know that I'm sure you've probably told your team you labored on Labor Day, and what was the team's attitude? You talked about a good practice, but to come back and bounce back on Monday.
They did. You never know how a team's going to show up after. It's easy to get over big, if you get blown out or you blow somebody out. But when it's a close game, win or lose, it's tough to flip that script and move on to the next one. But they showed up. They were focused. Had Michael Ludwig in there to speak with them on Monday, so he got them jacked up. And we got right to Clinton. And so had a great practice on Labor Day.
The game on Friday night, I thought there were moments to where your team really responded well, and I thought one of those was the drive at the end of the first half to get it to a 3-point game. That was a very efficient drive, and put yourself in a good spot going into halftime.
We did. There were several times when Pottsville had opportunities really to blow the game open, and our guys, like you said, they responded. That drive right before the half was huge to cut it to 3. Score right before halftime, and then at the end of the game, I told the kids one of the positives of Friday night, we executed 2 separate 2-minute situation drives to end each half. Those are things you can build on for sure.
And those are things that obviously you're going to need as you get into the season, and there wasn't panic. I thought it was a very calm, efficient, the way that the 2-minute offense ran.
Very, very calm. That's something in the scrimmage the week before against Bologna, they jumped out early on us, and that was the message to all the kids was, we've got to stay calm for 4 quarters. And it's a long football game, and if you keep plugging away and doing your job, eventually good things are going to happen. And we just ran out of time Friday night.
I know you saw some good things from the defense, too. Elijah Jones, I felt like I called his name all night. He was in a lot of places, and this defense has a chance to really be a lot of fun to watch.
They do. We have a lot of speed on the defensive side of the ball. Elijah had a great game Friday night. I feel like as the game went on, we tackled a little bit better. Their quarterback was really good, and he was tough to tackle, and it took us a while to get a good square hit on him. But I think as the game went on, we got better. Shows what kind of shape we're in, but they fly around defensively, and Coach Youngblood does a really good job on that side of the ball.
The kicking game doesn't get talked about a lot unless things are going bad, but I thought the kicking game was very good on Friday night.
Yeah, the special teams phase of it, I felt like we won that. We had a couple of big returns. Biggs made both of his extra points, had the good opening kickoff, and then Seth Dudek, my goodness, he was bombing that football. He actually broke a school record for the average punt, 50.2 yards for his 5 punts, and then he tied a school record with his dad. They're the only two players in school history to punt one over 60 yards. So that's a weapon. Anytime, if you can flip the field every time you have to send that punt team out there, it's pretty special.
Before we talk about Clinton specifics, but we always hear coaches talk about week 1 to week 2. Really the third time that you've had a chance to be on the field after a scrimmage. But what are the improvements that you're really looking for tonight?
We've got to move the line of scrimmage up front. I think that's been one of our biggest focuses this week is to increase our physicality and lower our pad level and establish an inside run game. We didn't do a good job of that last week, and that's got to happen tonight for us to have a chance to win.
It is Battle of the Little Red Week. You talked about Michael Ludwig was in here earlier in the week. I know Coach Reese has been, and different folks are going to be coming by and seeing. This is a big week. It's a fun week, and you experienced that as a player. You've been around this for so long, but this is a very big week for the community and for both communities, and it's an opportunity for both communities to have a positive impact on both teams. It's more than a game this week.
It definitely is, and I think that's so special. When I played, all the community stuff had not started yet, and that is so awesome what both towns are able to do to come together in a heated rivalry like it is, and do so much good for both towns. But then when the lights come on and the ball's teed up at 7 o'clock, it's going to be a nasty football game. So I know they've been talking about us for 365 days, and I promise we've been talking about them. So we're ready to play.
I know you have so much respect for Coach Dufresne. I've talked with him. He has so much respect for you. Just talk about Clinton and what we should expect to see from them tonight. Oh, you know what you're going to get with them. They're going to be physical. They run the wing tee as well as anybody in the state. Coach Dufresne, I think that the job that he's been able to do there over decades is impressive, and the kids play extremely hard for him, and what they do fits the mentality of their community to a T, so ton of respect for them, but I want to go win. Going over to Clinton tonight, what are the keys for what would be a good night for the Panthers? Got to take care of the ball offensively, win the line of scrimmage. Defensively, we have to get lined up, and we've got to force them into some long yardage situations early. We can't let them stay ahead of the sticks with what they do, or we won't get many chances with the ball, and got to win the battle in the kicking game. All right, Coach, great to be with you once again. Go get them. We'll see you after the game. Yes, sir. Go Panthers. That's all for this week's edition of Panther Talk with Caleb Carmichael, presented by First Arkansas Bank and Trust. Stay with us. We'll join Pudge Hamilton from Clinton in 60 seconds from the FL Davis Ace broadcast booth on your hometown station, 101.9 The Lake.
Hello, this is Pastor Matt Bassford at First Baptist Church. We are located 2 blocks north of the courthouse in beautiful downtown Heber Springs. We know that the Lord is for us, not against us. Because we know that, we at First Baptist Church are for you. We are for Heber Springs. We are for Heber Springs schools. We are for Cleveland County. We are for your children. We are for your family. Please join us Sunday at 9:15 for Sunday school and worship at 10:30, or Wednesday night at 5 o'clock. We are for you. Go Panthers.
Hey, this is Mitch with Red River Auto. We're pushing 20 years of being in business, starting at Heber Springs and Red River. And now we've got a Ford store in Cabot and a Ford and Toyota store in Wynn, along with our pre-owned store right there in Jacksonville. Folks, you know us for our huge discounts. Like right now, we have rebates up to $15,000 off Ram trucks. But we've also got the Ford, and what a lot of people don't know is we have the Toyota Tundra too. Folks, if you want a great deal on a vehicle, check us out at redriverauto.com.
It's game time on 101.9 The Lake. Panther football is on the radio right now and all season long. exclusively here on Heber Springs' hometown station, 101.9 The Lake. Tonight's game is presented to you by Cowboy Chevrolet GMC, First Arkansas Bank and Trust, F.L. Davis Ace Home Center, Ivy Physical Therapy, Heartland Ford, Reed Hutchins Pharmacy, Cry-Like Real Estate, Cowboy Collision, Bartlett Tire Center, Red River Dodge, First Baptist Church Heber Springs, Baptist Health, and by the many Panther football boosters. Player of the game is brought to you by Heartland Ford. And Panther Talk with head coach Caleb Carmichael is brought to you by First Arkansas Bank and Trust of Heber Springs. Now, let's join the voice of the Panthers, Billy Morgan and Lance Hamilton. Get ready for tonight's Panther football game on 101.9 The Lake.
Football greetings, and we welcome you to Jim Tomlinson Field, 75th year of Jim Tomlinson Field, the anniversary event, and we are here tonight in Clinton for the Battle of the Little Red, the 88th meeting between Heber Springs and Clinton on the gridiron, and they play for the traveling trophy tonight, and we welcome you to Clinton. A very pleasant good evening, everyone. Billy Morgan with Lance Hamilton, Rick Hobgood, and Billy Smallwood. We have already had the Hopper Termite Pest Management coin toss as the Panthers are coming out on the field right now, and they're going to be in their white road uniforms, white tops, white pants, the red helmet with a block HS on each side. And tonight's coin toss is brought to you by Hopper Termite and Pest Management in Heber Springs. With over 50 years of experience, Hopper Termite and Pest Management is proud to be the company that you can rely on for all your pest control needs. To schedule your appointment, call 501-362-8251. Go Panthers from Hopper Termite and Pest Management. Panthers won the toss and deferred the option to the second half, so Clinton's going to get the football. And wind might be a factor tonight because the wind's blowing right out of the north. This field goes west-east.
Yes. So wind could, and especially if they try to start the game like they did. Was it the last time we were here? They done a little razzle-dazzle with the heave downfield.
Right, yeah.
So, you know, you never know. But the wind is blowing. We're almost like in a little wind tunnel here.
Yeah,
but that's great.
Yeah, if it gets too bad for you, Lance, we can shut the door.
No, we're good.
That's probably stopping.
Yeah,
that might stop the wind a little bit.
No, we're good. We're good.
Billy Smallwood is out in the stands, all amongst the Clinton folks, and so hopefully they'll be good to him tonight.
Well,
he's down below us.
Kelly and Gentry and the Cheneys are there.
Kelly, you're Kelly.
Yeah.
Hamilton is here, and Doug Cheney's out there, and Nick.
Doug and
well.
Nick and Gentry they all just rolled up.
And Riley Mays is with us tonight. Riley's
Yeah.
on the camera at midfield here tonight, and the Battle of the Little Red. We have had such a great week. Raising money, obviously up in both communities, and of course our sponsors for Battle of the Little Red all week. We've been talking about it, Cowboy Chevrolet GMC and McDonald's of Heber Springs. We'll talk about them as the night goes on, and we welcome you inside the F.L. Davis broadcast booth. Allie's going to come up, and she's going to be our guest at halftime of the First Arkansas Bank and Trust halftime show. She has an amazing story to tell you about how we raised money, and she can tell you the totals about how much money was raised. But we had just an incredible thing happen yesterday. She's going to talk about that, and she's going to come up at halftime and tell you the story. So don't miss the First Arkansas Bank and Trust halftime show this evening. We're just about ready for the kickoff. It's brought to you by Heartland Ford. And Lance, what are you looking for here tonight, as we've been here so many times for really some epic battles between these two teams?
You know, Billy, there's been some really good football games between the Yellow Jackets and the Panthers, especially over here.
Yeah.
And you know, it's the grass field, so you know we both love the grass. But,
yeah.
But it's getting where, you know, they might have put some sod or something on there, but it's still a nice little grass field. It brings back a lot of old memories. I played football here back in the mid-'80s, and nothing really has changed since then other than a couple of buildings around in the landscape. But tonight, I think the Panthers got a a good look at what they could do last week against a very good Pottsville team. And hopefully they're able to continue that tonight, pick up positive yards. You know, Weston Warden's been a little banged up. I don't know what his situation is tonight, but they got to get him back in the football game. Liam Buffalo looked really good throwing the football. Seth Dudek had a phenomenal game on special teams, you know, and Emmett Dwyer was great in the secondary. So hopefully everything can pan out that way.
Braden Biggs tees it up, and the Heartland Ford kickoff. And we are underway, and here's the return across the 20-yard line, 40, and now it's a foot race to the 30, to the 25, to the 20, and this is going to be a touchdown. So the return, 86 yards unofficially on the kickoff return. It was a bounding kickoff that was then picked up, and then the pursuit was right there, but once he got past the first wall, it was Ryland Jones. It was just, was he going to have enough gas to get there? And he had an escort down the field, and Ryland Jones with the first points of the game, and the first big play comes on special teams right after the Heartland Ford kickoff.
You know, we were talking about that big play right off early in the game, and that seems to be the MO for coming over here. It's happened more than once.
So here is the extra point, and the extra point is up, and it's no good. It's no good. Missed by Derek Infante. So it's 6-0. Clinton leads. Let's step away and take a quick 60-second timeout. Battle of the Little Red brought to you by Cowboy Chevrolet, GMC, and McDonald's of Heber Springs, as we have a timeout on the field. Brought to you by Heartland Ford as we step away for 30 seconds on your hometown station, 101.9 The Lake. Cowboy Chevrolet GMC is Panther Nation's hometown dealer. Cowboy Chevrolet GMC offers hassle-free services. They offer more than just sales. Their dealership is equipped to provide their customers top-notch service, repairs, financing options, and get the most for your trade. The sales team at Cowboy Chevrolet GMC is ready to show you some cowboy courtesy and help you cheer on the Panthers in a new car, truck, or SUV. Stop by the dealership or visit their website, CowboyChevroletGMC.com. 11:46 left here in the Bartlett Tire Center first quarter. I saw Dennis Bartlett this morning very early at Panther Paul Hill, and he's ready for the game tonight. It's the Bartlett Tire Center first quarter. Clinton scores on a long kickoff run, and unofficially 86 yards on that kick return from Ryland Jones, and now Clinton will kick it away, and we'll see the Panthers get their first chance to get their hands on it. A little squib kick that's going to bound him. He picked up at the 20-yard line by Emmett Dwyer, and he's going to carry it up to the 24-yard line, and then he is going to be hit and dropped. He was hit hard by Caleb McCarver, but he held on to the football. That's the kind of hit that a lot of times you see the football come free. They're going to mark it at the 23.
Yeah, Dwyer took a pretty good lick right there, but like you said, he was able to keep the football, so the Panthers will take it. And
talked earlier in the week to Caleb Carmichael. He said he has not been here to a game and been through Clinton in town since the 2010 Panthers came here and wrecked Clinton's perfect season.
Yeah.
They were undefeated when they came here late in the year that season. Now here's the give. Warden's going to carry it on the first play from scrimmage and carry it forward and up across the 29 to the 30-yard line. He's stopped by Caleb McCarver. That's a good sign to see running room up the middle, and a good sign to see Weston Warden, the senior, carry it early, and he gets 7 on first down, and it's 2nd down and 3 here.
Yeah, like I said earlier, they've got to get Weston Warden involved in the game, and hopefully he's healed from his ankle injury and is 100% tonight.
Nash Farmer is the center. He snaps it, hand it off to Dwyer on the sweep around the left end, and it's going nowhere. 3 tackles early on for Caleb McCarver. He had the special teams tackle and then 2 tackles back-to-back on this drive. That's going to lose yardage, and now it's going to be 3rd down at 6.
Yeah, that one just was never able to materialize. You know, as soon as Dwyer got the ball, there was a defender right there on top of him.
Yeah, Panthers up front, Cade James and Ashley Davis. I mentioned the center for the Panthers. And now here's shotgun and 3rd down. And now a little screen pass complete to Dwyer. He gets a block. He's across the 30. He's up to the 32-yard line. And we'll see where they mark it. He got a block on the edge from Ty West, but he's going to be short of the first down by very short. It's about a yard short. Also up front for the Panthers, Justin Newton on that offensive line. And now the Panthers line up real quick. They're going to quarterback sneak it, and it is Liam Buffalo, the quarterback, who is going to take it for a first down. There is a penalty flag down, though, that we'll have to check. It's a false start penalty. Cowboys Chevrolet GMC false start penalty cost the Panthers a Cowboys Chevrolet GMC first down. That's what it would have been, because it would have been enough for a first down, but instead, after the penalty, you have to mark it back, and it's about 4th down and 5.5, and now they're going to send the punting unit on.
Yeah, and speaking of the punting unit, Seth Duda was phenomenal last week.
He sure was, yeah. Philip Seaton, a great article on marktime.com. Go and read that about he and his dad, Pat. Of course, both Panthers, and now here's the football that's going to be punted by Dudak. It'll roll inside the 25-yard line and be down at the 22-yard line, and it'll be a first down for Clinton. So we'll see the Heber Springs defense for the first time coming up here. But, yeah, going back to that 2010 game, that was one of the better games that we've ever seen over here. Clinton was unbeaten, and the Panthers won that game. Remember, the next year the Panthers were unbeaten. Clinton went over there, came over to Heber Springs, and almost beat Heber Springs and messed up their perfect
What I remember about that night, it was a cold night in October, and it had rained, and then it warmed up a little, and I couldn't see the game, but you did.
Yeah, you still can't see the game tonight. Big hole up the middle, and the handoff and a first down and a pickup of 14 yards across the 35-yard line up to the 36-yard line. That's Zach Hunt Gonzalez who carried it. Liam Buffalo on the tackle, but it's a first down after a 14-yard gain up to the 36-yard line. There was a big hole up front.
Yeah, there was. And, of course, that's a big back, Bill. I mean, number 34, I have no idea how big he is.
Yeah, we don't have sizes on him.
But he's a big kid.
Jones is back there with him as well, and now there's penalty flags before the play gets started. So the Cowboys Chevrolet GMC penalty flag. It's a false start penalty against Clinton. Hey, it's Bartlett Tire Center's favorite time of the year. Help them cheer on the Panthers this year, and let Bartlett Tire be your one-stop shop for all of your general automotive maintenance needs to get your vehicle ready to go to all the games you'll be attending. Go see my friends at Bartlett Tire Center. They are the official tire center for me. So it's first down at the 32-yard line, first down at 15 after the Cowboys Chevrolet GMC penalty flag. And now Dufran turns, hands it off, and there's not much running room as they try to run it up the middle, and the Panthers stack that up. White jerseys all around that, and we hope we call Bassford's name a lot. He was right there in the middle of that play along with Eli Buffalo, and it's going to be a short gain. Second down at about 13 here. That's Rylan Jones who carried it there. So we'll see a mix of Jones, Hunt Gonzalez. Also we'll see Brayson Littell split backs here. And now here's the give up the middle and a good tackle. Bassford again. I mean, that's a good tackle. He was low, tackled Zach Hunt Gonzalez. You talked about he's strong. He's going to get 3 back to the original line of scrimmage, and now it's third down at 10.
Yeah, that was a really good tackle. It was almost like a belly-to-belly souffle.
Yeah, and, hey, Brody was fired up today at the pep rally.
Yeah.
He grabbed the mic and addressed the crowd at the pep rally today. So it's third down at 10, man in motion from left to right, and now there's a Cowboys Chevrolet penalty flag that is down. It's going to be a false start against Clinton. The Yellow Jackets won last week. They went on the road and won, and the Panthers lost a close game at home. So third down, 15. The lights are on here at Jim Tumlinson Field on what's a pretty nice evening right now. It shows 84 on the temperature, but the breeze that is really blowing out of the north a bit has cooled things down. So now here's third down and 15. It was a hot day today. Shotgun for Dufran. Now Dufran takes, and now more markers down.
I think it's another false start.
Cowboys Chevrolet penalty flag down. Coach Easton Seidel's pretty fired up over there on the far sideline. He coaches the defensive line. He was very happy today because I talked to him. He's a UAM Weevil. You know, they were the Boll Weevils for us, but they're the Weevils now.
Oh, they just go by the Weevils now?
Yeah, they're the Weevils. And they won last night. Big win for UAM as they won last night over Northwestern Oklahoma State. So he was pretty fired up about that. I was with a former Yellow Jacket,
And then it turned into a bison last night to watch Harding's 59-0 win last night. Park Paris
was he not the quarterback of that team you were just talking about?
He was the quarterback of that team, yeah. He and I have had lots of conversations about that game. So open field is to the right, and now it's third down at 20, and they'll hand it off around the right end and carry it forward across the 33-yard line. We'll have to check another Cowboy Chevrolet penalty flag that is down. Bashford again made the tackle. Caleb McCarver carried it. Now, if this is against Clinton, then the Panthers can decline. Yeah, they can decline it. It is a holding penalty. Cowboy Chevrolet penalty flag, or they can accept it if they want to really back them up even more. Now, they don't have the down marker, right, do they? Because it was third down, was it not? Yeah, it's third on the scoreboard.
Yeah, I think that they're.
Yeah, now they've got it right. Yeah,
but Caleb's questioning why.
Yeah, they're going to decline the penalty. I think that Coach Carmichael, who is on the field right now, at least talking about declining it. Panthers heard from Michael Ludwig on Monday. It's always a week of different talks. Michael Ludwig spoke to the team on Monday. Coach Reese, who really was so instrumental, I can't come over here without thinking about Brad Reese. He wanted this to turn into what it is, has turned into it. He's so proud of what it has turned into. It would never be what it is right now without Brad Reese.
Correct.
He was the driving force behind that. And then on Wednesday, it was Adam Martin who talked to the team. And then Coach Jansky addressed the team by video.
Oh, did he?
Yesterday. Yeah, and Caleb shared that with me, and I got to see that